All right, everybody. Welcome back for another one. And I wanted to start this video off taking a look at the Bitcoin chart with you guys, because really there's not too much to talk about today other than it feels like we are definitely stuck in crypto purgatory. Everyone's waiting for the next move to see what happens. You know, I don't have any crypto that's really moving today except that BitTrue token. That one is blowing up, which is awesome. Other than that, most things are sitting still. Nash exchange is actually finally moving as well, it looks like. So that's good to see some movement there because that is a really under-recognized crypto. So, but anyway, I keep coming back to this Brave New Coin Index, right? Because it gives us all of Bitcoin's price history. And a lot of people like to ignore this log curve for whatever reason. I don't know why. I've talked about it plenty of times. To me, without the lines drawn there, I think it's pretty easy to see that Bitcoin is following a progression curve, right? You don't even need the lines to see that. But anyway, so I'm trying to identify where we are. You know, we're getting really close to the top of this line. Every time Bitcoin has hit that, it has pulled back for almost a year, right? But I think this cycle is looking very similar to the 2013 one, the first one that came out of the first halvening, right? So we had a major parabolic move that ran out of gas and consolidated from basically April until October before it got another move up. And I'm thinking Bitcoin looks like that right now, right? It ran up to the top of the fib retracement levels, all right? Consolidated, right? We're basically there right now. Will we get one more move? I would not be surprised if we did, right? But I'm thinking some consolidation is coming right here after this. Like whether we get one more move up and then break down, or we just start trading sideways from here. But let me show you what I think this actually plays out like. So I noticed, right, I've shown you before, patterns play out all the time in crypto, Bitcoin. I mean, these cycles are like perfect for finding trends and patterns and cycles in them. Well, if you pull the 2019 breakdown, basically the consolidation period there, I took that over here, right? And instead of the major beer flu sell-off, didn't add that in there, right? Connect it right here. And then also take the parabolic move up that we had. Oops, deleted it. So take the parabolic move. All right, I pulled it from there. You guys can see. But anyway, you put that right here. That takes us right up to the top of the fib levels as well, almost to the top of the log curve, and gets us over that magical 100K level, right, that everyone is anticipating. But what it also does perfectly is take us right to the end of the year, which everyone has been expecting was going to be where our top peaked out at, right? Historically speaking, Bitcoin always peaks out at the end of the year, right? December 2013, that was the end. December 2017, that was the end. All right, well, if you connect these two patterns in here, it looks a lot like 2013, right? Where you have one parabolic move and then another one, and that's it. Do the same thing here, takes us to the top of the log curve and takes us to the end of the year. All right, that all just aligns really perfect for me. Exactly what I've been thinking. We'll see if it plays out or not. I'm just trying to give you a different perspective, all right? A lot of people are wanting to know what happens here. Well, you're never going to know definitively. You just need to prepare for all scenarios, right? To me, I think this is what's going to happen. All right, we'll see what happens. But we could get one more pump here and a blow off top, right? 2013 had that same thing, this massive run up when really the major consolidation area was at the top of the fib levels, right? So you could see that too, something like that. But just pay attention. Another thing that's indicating to me that Bitcoin could be gassed out for now. A lot of you guys might be like, well, what does this have to do with anything, right? But so in 2017, Riot Blockchain, the Bitcoin mining stock, all right, it pumped right along with Bitcoin. It took off, you know, basically after, but it peaked before, right? So Bitcoin right here at this top, we're basically right there. As you can see, Riot had already dumped and retraced all the way back to the moving averages, pretty much. Well, what else did Riot do? You can see they followed similar patterns, right? But Riot dumped a lot before Bitcoin, and it was done. Like the dump, it put the bottom in about the same time as Bitcoin, but it started dumping way before. It also started really getting its move up before. And then once again, it peaked before Bitcoin as well. So it peaked out and then it started retracing. Then Bitcoin did in 2019, like 2 months later. Right? And then we're seeing very similar things right here. Once again, see if I can get this to work. This is really hard when you, there you go. So as you can see on the right here, Riot has already pulled down, retraced to the moving averages. Bitcoin's still sitting up here high. You know, does it do the same thing? Or are we, since we're in a bull market, it doesn't react that way? I don't know. But when you come off the back end of, 10 times parabolic moves, it's not unrealistic to expect that that was it, right? At least short term. So that's just a couple things that I've noticed in the charts that seem to make sense to me. And it all aligns as well with this Bitcoin dominance, the altcoins. So over the past few days, there's been, some pretty massive wicks down, like trying to get that Bitcoin dominance to continue to grow, right? But it just can't get that anymore. And I think from here, right, I've been saying it forever, but I think we're going to get a move up. I mean, like you can see basically the overall trend right here is continuing up as well. We've had some dips under it, but I think this continues up. I mean, we got to break out from it sometime, and the altcoins are going to be where the real utility comes from, right? At least in my opinion. Bitcoin's not doing much. Let's be honest. I mean, it's just supposed to be a store of value. Okay, not to knock on it, but we are going to get that utility alt season. And that when that finally happens, I mean, there's really not going to be any turning back. There's not going to be any reason to continue to go through 4-year depression cycles over and over, right? Moving on to some news that ties in with this as well. So, no more Bitcoin effect. MicroStrategy stock falls by 50% in 17 days. So this article came out today, just talking about how MicroStrategy has been dumping lately. And they also announced they purchased another $10 million worth of Bitcoin today. But, coming over to the chart, this chart just doesn't look good either. I mean, it's coming off of a basically 1,000% move, a company that was relatively dead. And then, they start buying Bitcoin, and so they go up 1,000% in value. That's just not logical or realistic, right? That's a lot of hype, and hype charts usually end up in crashing, right? And it's breaking down as well. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I mean, you can see the same things going on with Tesla. It definitely had a pretty good breakdown right here. We'll see if it holds basically this trend. If it doesn't, I wouldn't be surprised to see Tesla dip a lot lower. I mean, but it's already ran up like crazy too. It's been a little over a year, close to a year and a half. It's up like over 1,000% with a 5-to-1 stock split in there as well. So yeah, I don't know, just doesn't really make sense anymore. All right, that's about it for the charts. Just a couple things I wanted to point out to you guys that I've been looking at. But other than that, some fairly bullish news for XRP as well. So Rippleback developer launches proposal to bring red hot NFTs to XRP. Not surprised there. The founder of the XRPL Labs, Weetse Wind, now wants to bring NFTs to XRP. So are you surprised? Not surprised there at all. And then another one. So if you're not in the Discord already, definitely jump in there. Judge had posted this news article in there earlier today. So this company, Sologenic, is set to release its XRP ledger-based DEX before the end of March. And what this is going to be is a platform that enables on-demand tokenization of non-blockchain assets such as stocks, ETFs, and commodities. So come over to their website. As you can see, tokenized securities on demand, 40,000 stocks, ETFs, and commodities will all be coming to the XRP ledger. All right, not surprised there at all either. The ledger is perfect for stuff like this. Extremely fast transaction times, low fees, and so on. You get it? So more and more great news for XRP, but you know, the price is suppressed and it's a shit coin. They don't want you to buy it. That's how I feel about it. But that should do it for today. Hope that was informative. As always, please like and subscribe, share with your friends and family, and stay tuned for the next one. Thanks.
Paper money is going away.
Yes.
And crypto is a far better way to transfer value than pieces of paper. That's for sure.
Without a doubt.
That has its pros and cons.
Just to clarify, Tesla's not going to start selling Bitcoin anytime soon. Okay, you heard it here first, even though everyone thought that.
Yeah, right.